What do you say?
Unhinged shit.
Yeah, because we're live on the internet, so now we
We're
gotta say goofy things.
we're live. Oh, goofy things like
Whoa!
Man, somebody stepped on that poor cat too.
Oh, when he made that sound in that game, that was just
That was an amazing
fantastic.
sound effect.
And of course, you have it as your favorites.
Of course.
He's gonna be the new
It's
Hawk Tuah.
totally.
That's the new Hawk Tuah
Thanks
sound.
for the lurk, Jake. What are you? Soundboard.
I don't know.
Shit.
Is that what you're
What?
talking about? Hey, everybody. Long
No.
time no see. A lot of shit's been going on. If you haven't been watching my streams, my gaming streams, I've tried to keep you updated on what's been happening. People have been sick. Rog over here got another surgery on his eyes. You want to give them an update, Rog? I know you gave us
I
one,
can
but
see.
Hell yeah, brother! I
He's-
love that. I love
And I
that
have
for
a
you.
hole in my tooth, but it's not related to the eye surgery. I'm
Me
going to
too.
get that taken care of next week.
oh yeah, I gotta get into
Not
my
bad.
dentist too.
We get mine taken care of in like a month and a half.
It's like the whole, like the
My car's
whole.
broke.
It's the weirdest fucking cavity I ever had. So like, I was eating a chocolate chip cookie the other night, and I bit down something like really hard, and for some reason my first thought was, oh my god, who the fuck would put a like uncooked bean in my chocolate chip cookie? This is ridiculous.
A bean.
Yeah, like an uncooked bean, like just a hard bean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like a
and,
red bean or something.
That was like my first thought. I'm like, that's gross. Who would do that? Like at the bakery, why would they do that? And so like I spit it
Worst
out,
cookie ever.
and I was like kind of digging through like this chewed up cookie, and I couldn't like find like the actual like hard piece, so I just went ahead and threw that handful of chewed up cookie away. And then I finished my cookie, and then like for some reason in my mind I just thought like I'm gonna run my tongue along the outside of my teeth, and I did, and there's this huge fucking hole in my very back tooth, but it's not like a normal hole. It's like the whole like outside of my tooth is just gone. The top's there, the front's there, the back's there, the inside's there. Like it's just like a perfect hole in
I
the
have one
side
like, or I had
of
one
my
like that.
tooth. And so now I'm thinking that like aliens or the government or something like implanted some kind of a tracking device in
Well,
that tooth
you
that
have to
fell
think,
out.
did you eat like an apple or something recently? Could have got a worm.
I was eating a no. I don't think. Well, I don't think. A
No,
worm
I'm
can
full
eat
of
through a
shit.
fucking tooth. No, I was eating a chocolate chip cookie. I thought I had a bean, not a worm, and it turned out to just be a piece of my tooth that I don't know, just fell out. Like it was a soft cookie. Like I put it in the microwave, so it was nice and like soft, and it wasn't hard. And then the side of my tooth and fell
That's
out.
weird.
Do you have the
But-
tooth to? Just gonna try
I
and fill
don't
it.
think that's the thing.
I think you just need to put some super glue on it, and shove it back in place.
No,
It'll be
no, that tooth is in a like little gumbled up ball of chewed up chocolate chip cookie in the trash on the way to the dump probably by now, or probably already in the dump by now. Just a couple weeks ago. I think that's a myth though, that whole thing where, well, oh man, if your tooth falls out, if you break a piece of tooth out, just throw it in some milk and then go to the dentist and they'll fix it. I don't think that's...
fine. Nah, you just don't have that tooth anymore.
Yeah, they just put I think they're called crowns or whatever. But like, I don't even know if they could put this one back, because this was the side. This wasn't like the top anyway. They can just glue it back
Fill
together.
it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking they're gonna do.
with
Luckily, it doesn't hurt.
some of that fake tooth stuff. Yeah, they'll make it look like it never even happened.
Now, I want silver,
Just cap the whole tooth then.
but I don't know how to do that, and that sounds painful.
You let them pour molten silver onto your tooth.
Oh, well, that doesn't sound painful at all.
No, it's not. The fuck did I come in my bathroom for?
Do you have that question often?
Easy cleanup.
I mean, yeah, that's what I
No.
was gonna say. I mean, you can just mop it up pretty easy if you, or just turn the shower on. Like,
Well, it was in the shower already. No.
I mean, if you just come directly into the toilet, you can just flush it afterwards, and that's probably the easiest cleanup. But,
I hate that.
well, I mean, you're the one that like, man, why'd I come in the bathroom? Like,
Yeah, but it would have been a more severe question if it was, why did I come in the toilet?
I mean, I've seen some women that are
Come in the
worse than toilets. So
Oh.
I've
Not
also
what I
seen a
expected.
few women get used as toilets before. So
I've seen that. I hate that. Every time I hate that.
I'm not the woman, so I don't care. But
Yeah, but dang.
I hear that this new generation's really into piss.
That's not weird.
Well, no, that's normalized now. Like, you know, all these girls running around getting pissed on. Like, they get down on their knees, you piss all over their face and their chest. They're like, yeah, I love it, yeah.
Welcome to Mittens.
And it's just like,
Treat me like a
it's just-
toilet. I hate myself.
I've actually heard one say that. Exactly. I'm sitting here, I'm like, God damn, okay, whatever. Like,
It's a
I
deep.
mean, if it's her dream. Like,
Okay, here's some commentary from Manny. Welcome to Mitten Spit Roast. It's a deep thrust into topics that may not be at the tip of the tongue, but are sure to be at the back of your throat. Some topics
Hey.
might end up being
Smart.
a bit of a pain in the ass. The topics for today are sure to leave you gasping for air.
That's funny. Funny.
Yep.
Oh, Manny.
I know.
You, can,
It's
you, I need
danger.
to copy that. That's fantastic.
Why does it
Fuck,
say
I'm
that
just
I'm
gonna-
not online? Go
Because you
online.
like to hide from us.
No, I'm talking about my Discord. Not my Discord. My Blizzard.
remember
Yeah, it's
this.
telling me that I'm not even online. What the fuck? Trying to go on Blizzard. Fucking. Log in. Yes.
I'll be leaving early.
Why?
I had a thing to do.
Pull a Kyle?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go meet up with a girl and treat her like a toilet.
Oh my
Call
God.
her
Only
thing.
if she wants
I
me
see
to.
how it is.
There's gonna be fucking piss, shit, blood, and cum all over.
Oh, that does not sound fun.
Remember,
No.
Puppy, they're people too, not things.
Not if they want to be
Yeah.
treated that way.
Yeah, if they want to be a thing, they can. Don't tell
Yeah.
them. Don't let
If they
them
want to be a
tell them
toaster,
to
let them
treat-
be a toaster.
That's right. Well, if you can't say that, you'll get canceled for telling people they can't be inanimate objects anymore.
And everybody else, don't let your dreams be dreams. Be a toilet if you want to be a toilet.
Yeah.
Someone will treat you that way.
Somebody will piss all.
But if
over
someone
you.
says no, they mean no.
Unless you keep asking, and eventually they say yes.
Unless
out
they
of-
said that when they say no, they mean yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, guys.
Hey, I met someone like that, and she's weird.
Oh.
I've met a lot of women like that. That's fucking weird. And like, I don't mean that like a misogynistic way, like where, well, hey, if she says no the first time, just keep bugging her until she finally gives in from exhaustion and gets tired of you asking, kind of fucked up way. I mean that in like a very, why didn't you fight for me? What the fuck? I thought you cared more. And like it's like, well, bitch, look, I ain't got time for this. Like, I'm not fucking
Bills to pay.
fucking head games where, oh well, you just left. I said I was done, and you just left. You didn't even try to fight me. It's like, yeah, that's exactly what I did.
What am I?
left.
You were done, bitch.
Don't fuck with me, goddammit. This is what you wanted. Well, not really. I wanted you to fight. And it's like, well,
So what you want?
do you realize time for this? I'm fucking busted. I don't.
Like woof then. Manny, you seriously.
I'm scrolling through the documents right now. They're all pretty boring.
If she wants to be a toaster, let her be a toaster. Just don't take her into the bathtub with you. It's a once in a lifetime experience.
Yeah. Don't stick your dick in her either.
It's when you're
It'll
touching
burn.
for days.
Yeah, you'll wish you never touched her.
Okay, so update with Puppy. His car's breaking down.
Yeah, my car's breaking. My spirit and will are slowly breaking.
He's working a
But I
shit
can
ton
get
of
high and
hours. He's working a
still
shit ton
get
of
high,
hours
it's
to make the money to fix said car. And okay, so many of you know that I have a master mechanic as a brother. I'm blessed with that, thank God.
Thank God I know you. I could have asked you. You ask him. Now I know my car's a piece of shit.
Yep. So yeah, Puppy. As soon as he told me what was wrong, because he took it in and had it looked at and stuff, and he got the list of what's all
Yeah,
needs
got
to
the
be worked on.
diagnostics.
If you have to get a list back, yeah, it's not worth fixing. Just get a different vehicle.
Well,
I'm still paying for it for 3 years.
see, and that's one thing that my brother said. Is just like, I would never have bought the vehicle. And it's just like, okay,
Well, I didn't know.
well, it's just like, okay, but now we're
What
already
year
here.
model is it?
It's a Hyundai Kona 2019. But
Yeah, I understand now.
I have an appointment with Hyundai tomorrow where I bought the car, and I'm gonna tell them keep it, fucking fix it, keep it, charge me, and
Trade it
bring
in.
me out there.
You-
I'm getting
you
a truck.
have
I'm trading this bitch in.
You have a Hyundai and it's like it's breaking down.
Yeah.
Those are like
whole
I
piece
mean,
of
dude,
trash.
that's like one of the few car models or car manufacturers
New-
that will
new-
take you for a ride if you get in it. Sometimes it'll just start up by itself and drive off. That's
Newer
one of
vehicles now,
them and
Manny,
that
are
Kia.
fucked.
Oh yeah, new vehicles nowadays are horrible.
Not the Kias
Yeah.
and the fucking Hyundais. That's
Oh,
the
my-
newest
my-
car
my-
I've
my-
ever
my-
heard.
my-
They were
And it's
fucking
really nice,
occasionally.
but
My brother
I
will
hate
not let me get a Kia.
Yeah, those kids were fucking running around stealing them. The
Hey.
TikTok kids were like they were fucking running around.
2012 Kia Soul is like beautiful.
Well, and that's the reason why I have a 2008 minivan, is because my brother's just like, well, one, I had a really low budget, but I eventually want to get,
You need minivan.
fuck, I'm not dating anyone. I got enough kids to get a truck. Little
Yeah.
one, you're
You
not
don't have
supposed to be
to-
in
you don't
here.
have,
I'm
like,
streaming.
5. Like Joe.
The only issue with getting a truck is they don't do great.
Yeah,
gas
you need to
lights in the
delete
city
stuff off of your thing.
or
I
in
don't
the
have no
country.
games.
Then delete videos. Do you have pictures and
general.
videos?
They're not great on gas.
You gotta delete a bunch of those then,
Wouldn't
sweetie.
that
Put your
one
headphones
truck
back on
called,
if
like,
you're gonna be
a
in here.
little
You can't listen to what we're
Samurai
talking about.
Something like that. They're like super small truck
And good
car
thing that my son
things.
split is
Yeah,
extra
those ones are
cash.
bad.
That's good.
A Nissan, I think.
Yeah,
You need to trade in your minivan and get a K truck.
a K truck.
That's it.
What's a-
You need
Yeah.
a K truck.
What's a K truck?
It's a Japanese truck. You know what? It's Japanese, even better.
Okay,
It's a
K truck.
killing
JDM.
truck. It's a killing truck.
You need a K truck.
We killed
No,
things.
what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
I want to see.
It's a truck.
It's not made for hauling around kids though.
It has a truck bed. Just throw them in there.
It's a Japanese one-person truck, tiny.
It holds two
Tiny cute.
people.
Yeah,
It
if you
holds two
strap
people.
one
Oh
to
my
the
God.
roof.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Oh my god, look at the one that's like has the tires and the lift in it. Oh look, there's one with the oh, there's a lowrider.
That's cute.
My
No,
god,
they're really good trucks. People use them as like side by sides. Some of them have dump beds. They're great.
Yep, this one has tracks on it.
Yep. They're all manual transmission.
I can't drive a manual.
We'll learn.
I can drive a stick, but not a manual. Ha.
That's what this is, a stick.
2 Japanese or 1 American.
2 Japanese.
Fun fact,
And
it's
3
really hard to get
Mexican.
one
2
into
Japanese.
America. I bet it is.
Yeah. The only way they get into America is they get imported, but they're always like the super old ones. recently you've been getting like early 2000 ones, but otherwise it's all like before 2000.
Oh, but yeah, back to what I was saying. My brother, it took me like 3 months to find a vehicle after my last one broke down because my brother was so picky and I had a very limited budget. And I tried to plan
What'd you
ahead.
do while you didn't have one?
He had a little car. Fuck. What
A
kind
little
of
cock.
a,
A little loner?
no, a little car that was about to break down and
Oh.
shit. Like that I borrowed from him for a few days. Well, for a few months. It's great little thing. A little Chevy
Hey.
Cavalier, I think it was.
That's pretty
Oh,
cool
yeah.
of them.
Oh,
It's like,
those
okay, I'm
those
not
things
gonna
could
let you get a
fucking
shitty
run
car.
forever as long as
Oh,
you
yeah,
take care of the
those
body
are
on.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things could push through the snow. Good, good to go. I was a little wimp with them because I knew I could get into really bad shit with it. But yeah, it took me forever because we finally found, because he was specific about the engine because he wanted the old rod engines because they were cheaper and easier to fix, and instead of a newer one. And he obviously less miles. He wanted to find one for less miles. So I found one for under 100,000 that did not have 100,000 miles on it. Was less than 100,000 and was everything that needed. So I wish I would have gotten a car now because since like I honestly got the minivan more because well, I was thinking about dating and in the future, like if I date someone who has kids, and now I'm just like, fuck
Nah.
dating. I don't care about dating. Easier to get stick shift in the US because everything imported is older. Yeah.
Yeah, I was replying to Manny, but didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah, I do the same thing. When Rog like gets on his tangents and stuff, but they're really good tangents, so I don't want to interrupt. So I just start replying to people in
I
chat.
think you need to get a single cab square box and just throw the kids in the back under the tonneau cover.
No, I could get
About
ratchet
tractor?
straps and put them to the hood. How good.
That works too.
Okay, so Wolf, what's an update with you? You just finished an exam today. You're in school.
Well, the only thing that's changed between now and a year ago is I'm gonna be getting paid to do one of my hobbies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what was? Tell them what
Yeah,
the
that's
hobby
good to know.
is and everything. Come on now.
I am in an astronomy club through my college, and through that, I have been able to use our new observatory at the college, and apparently I put in enough effort that the professor in charge of all that has decided that they need a new position, and I should fill that position. So now I'm going to be paid to help do observation events, which I've already volunteered for in the past, so I know what I'm doing already. But now I'm just getting paid for it, which is I'm getting paid minimum wage, which is fine. It's more than what I was getting paid before.
True.
And basically, I'm getting paid to operate a telescope, and the big one that we have in the inside of the observatory has a 28-inch mirror. This is one of the largest telescopes in the state, and I think we're one of two people who have a telescope of this size in the state, maybe three people. But we're the only one that has it open to the public.
Okay.
And this telescope is also wheelchair accessible, and we have special eyepieces for those who are visually impaired.
See, there you go.
Wow. I can go look
Like
at the
that.
star.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm getting paid to use a giant telescope.
We tell you where it is, but then you guys can go bug Wolf at work, and that's
I got a
no,
question.
that's a little
What's the
fucked up.
reference of
You could tell me though. Wolf will tell me. That's
Mm.
The reference of like the largest mirror lens in a telescope, like in the world. Like, what's just the biggest one they make?
The biggest one they make is not one for viewing. It takes in like radio signals, and it's in a different country. I have to look at the size of it.
Okay, I wasn't sure if like the Hawaiian observatory had a bigger one or not. I know
It
that's a popular one.
is-
That's why I mentioned it.
It's the blah 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 blah. Produce images. It's the Giant Magellan Telescope. Apparently,
Where is it?
it is in Chile.
Oh,
It's in the middle of the
Interesting.
desert.
South America
It
does
is.
have the.
Who put it there though?
Or no, the name was wrong. I was looking at a different one. The
The
name is
aliens did.
the name of this is literally Extremely Large Telescope.
I love it so
Uh,
much.
the primary mirror is 128 feet wide.
Wow, that's massive.
Fun fact
It's-
from Manny.
And for those who don't speak the correct measurements, it's 39 meters.
Yeah. Yeah, gotta
Okay.
remember all those foreigners.
Fun fact from
Yeah.
Manny. Wolf works in Area 51. We recommend you Naruto run past security. For legal reasons, we don't recommend you do this. You will be shot and or probed.
That is true. And if
Oh.
it's in Chile,
I mean, I didn't know I worked at Area 51, but if I get to do the shooting, then I'm fine.
South America, they might have just moved Area 51 down there because there's like a lot of
Well, hold
UFO
on.
sightings in South America.
What wasn't it just a few years ago where Area 51 was like a whole bunch of people like tried to invade it?
So there was a whole thing about when they were going to storm Area 51, and instead they all showed up, stood around at the gate with guns pointed at them, and they were like, "Nah, I think I'm just gonna go home."
Yeah, it was supposed
No
to
one
be
actually,
like 30
one actually
million
stormed it.
people, but I think like only 50 people showed up.
Oh my
Like,
Yeah, there was like 50 to 100 people.
Manny,
that
there's an
showed up, and they
actual
just kinda
Naruto
walked out.
runner for Area 51.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like a whole, that was a whole thing. How the hell do you know
Yeah.
all about
I-
this?
Don't follow this stuff. You cannot be part of this, sweetie.
I deleted all of my pictures.
Yes, I can.
But it
I'm
still
doing it right
doesn't
now.
let me do
Our
this
little one.
game.
Oh, our kids is in there. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
you guys carry on. Continue talking about the Naruto. I want to actually learn about this too because but I won't be able to talk.
mean,
That's all I know about it.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know anything about Naruto other than the TV shows about a little boy that changes into a woman to sleep with an old
What are you
man,
trying to?
which was really fucked up and disgusting. I thought I saw like whenever I went to check out Naruto, whenever I was like a teenager, that was like the only episode I saw, and I was like, wow, this is fucked up. Why would anybody want to watch this? This show's extremely perverted, and I never watched another episode. So, the thing I know about Naruto is freaks must watch it. I don't know. People that are like, oh, I'm a little boy and I want to transform into a woman so I can sleep with an old pervert. Like, that's really fucking weird.
Well, you know, that is weird.
Well, I mean, isn't it? Like, am I the only one that thinks that that whole fucking premise is fucked up? Like, everybody else just, oh no, it's normal, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Like, it's just the Japanese, you know how they are. You know? Like, I mean, why does everybody just have, like, that kind of a response to that? Like, that's fucked up. Jesus Christ, how is, like, people getting, like, up in arms about perverts online and shit, but then, like, a whole fucking anime about it is like, oh, yeah, that's normal. That's okay.
Yeah.
Man, I don't. Whatever. I don't know.
I also posted in the podcast general a link to the telescope that we have at the observatory I'm
that.
working at.
It's pretty dope.
It's a big one.
Yeah.
It's pretty fancy to look through.
I wanna.
Next, I'm probably gonna be going there tomorrow, so I gotta grab some photos because we took some photos through that telescope and they're pretty crisp.
Wow.
I gotta grab them while I'm there.
I want to see.
That's a bow.
But yeah, pretty much. For me, I getting paid to do a hobby now, and besides that, nothing has changed over the last year since I was last on a podcast.
Oh, it was like fucking year ago, I think.
Yeah. Other than like, I have a different desk now.
Yeah, he's upgrading.
Pretty cool.
I upgraded my desk. That's about it.
Yeah,
And
now
my
you got a new
chair.
mic too.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
Been a while.
over like
I
the
forgot.
last year.
I got a second monitor. That's
Uh,
new.
I'm boring. I don't know.
I think I got a second monitor since like
I got some new weed.
first season. I didn't get any of that.
Um, um, I haven't
Uh,
decided.
Has 30 gigs that she is that saying that that's free
Instead of video.
space? Well,
Did
no,
you
I'm
know
looking at
that
her.
It tells you
Yeah,
holding up all the
there
space
should be
on
like
it.
a pie chart, and it should be showing you like.
There's a pie chart there. I mean, yeah.
96.
Why it'll
Game.
Okay, let's just empty. I'm gonna empty the trash.
does it say what's taking up most of it?
Mm,
Amy. How are you?
I can't.
It's
I'm in the middle of
always Amy.
something. Ask me tomorrow.
Oh man, yeah, this is.
What are you in
but-
podcast general? Let's see.
Find the pie chart on your kids.
Well, no, I found a percentage thing and I found its apps, but like most of her apps, $1,000 for the telescope.
Yeah.
It's a big
Oh,
telescope.
I
that's-
think
That's
by the
that's
time we got
actually
the
kinda
telescope
cheap.
plus we got like a special eye attachment to make it wheelchair accessible, it was like
Mhm.
$250,000.
Damn.
The eyepiece cost
Okay.
more than the.
No,
fucking...
the that's the eyepiece with the telescope.
Oh, okay.
Making
I was gonna say like under 200K is actually sounds cheap to me for
Yeah.
a professional grade telescope, but
Yeah.
But we also had to get a special eyepiece. But this telescope can switch between using the eyepiece and the camera. There's a mirror inside that just rotates. So
you can
That's
use,
cool.
like, the mirrors for like focusing and.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I don't know too much about the professional ones. I know like the
yeah.
like little personal ones that are like a couple $100.
And as a bonus, this company is actually located in the
Oh,
same
that-
state that I am.
Oh.
Oh, maybe that's
So-
why it's cheaper because he's got the fucking backyard discount.
Yeah. So like I think it's like a 2-hour drive to their manufacturing site from the college.
Oh hell
Maybe
yeah.
3. So like if we need anything, we could just let them know and say, hey, this is broken and not working, and within 1 to 2 business days, they can be up here on site working
Fucking
and
get your asses
working
up
on it
here
and fixing
fix
it.
this shit.
Yeah.
I want them up here today fixing it. I want them here 2 hours ago fixing it.
And
I
we've
live
done
in
that
the same
before.
fucking state.
We've done it before.
Oh, this wow. They hold up on it, and they take care of their shit. That's good. So whenever they kind of start slacking, this. Oh well, we can't because of fucking Hanukkah or Christmas or
Another customer.
fucking Kwanzaa or some shit. Yeah, or that other person.
Fuck that other person.
What are we
I'm trying to
fucking?
find the other
Well,
person.
I can't tell you her name, but
Oh yeah, I
She's gonna
forgot.
piss all over
Puppy's
She's
pulling a
doing
Kyle.
it.
I like how we have
Better
two
as a
versions of
toilet.
pulling a Kyle.
I like the one I'm doing.
Well, yeah, I think we would
Well,
all
well,
prefer that
does-
version of pulling a
It
Kyle.
depends on if
Does-
you're pushing or pulling.
Wait a minute. Does Kyle piss all over
Yes.
the women that he
No.
sees? Oh, okay. I didn't know. I didn't know Kyle was treating.
Well,
his
I don't know.
women
I guess I
like
don't know what Kyle's sex life that well, so who knows? I
now
guess
Kyle
maybe.
does,
Yeah, that's
get
fair.
gay.
I
He
just
might.
you might.
He very well
yeah,
might.
bitch, take it. Yeah. You know, like he pulls his
Poor
dick
Kyle.
out, pisses all over her back, and then puts it back.
Oh, you're
in, you know,
thirsty?
like,
Oh, guys, this is so gross.
here, baby. Here's a.
Oh, that
cracker to
reminds
dip in
me.
My piss.
Okay, you know that song Soulja Boy, right?
Yeah.
And it
Yeah,
goes
that really annoying guy.
and it goes Superman
Yeah.
that hoe.
Yeah.
I never knew what that was
Oh.
until like maybe a year or so ago.
Pretty good.
Did you find out through a demonstration?
No. Rog, do you know what Superman in that hoe is?
Oh man, they
You could
told
just
me.
say Superman. I mean, but yeah.
Well,
yeah,
fuck
she
no.
doesn't have to be a hoe. Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know a stand-up lady who would be okay with this.
I don't.
Just saying.
Somebody
That's
told
also
me.
fair.
but I also don't remember. So
You come on her back and then you throw a sheet on her back and then so she has a cape
It
Oh,
sticks.
because it
Yeah.
sticks.
I knew what an angry pirate was.
What's an angry pirate? I feel like I've been told this before.
It's where like she's giving you a blowjob or you're just masturbating all over her face, whatever. And you come in her eye and like she squeezes her one eye shut like really hard because well obviously
Yep.
Come.
That's why I don't like
It-
facials
it
right
would-
there because
it would be like
Close your eyes.
discomfort and normally they make a noise like like you're like and they got their one eye shut real fucking tight, so that's called an angry pirate.
that's funny.
That's funny.
Let's see. Shit, I knew another one. I'm blanking on what it was. So here's an update for me.
Pearl necklace.
I got
A pearl necklace.
no. So actually, so there's a couple new things. This past weekend, I got one of my childhood like goals off my list. So I went to a concert and I wasn't that excited to go because I knew they were like the 2000s rock, but I didn't know their names off the top. I briefly saw a flyer. I didn't. And
Their name 2000s rock.
no, that's the genre. Duh.
Oh,
And
pretty sure it's called classic now.
oh fuck! Don't say that, Rog. That's fucked
When did you
up.
come to that realization.
Oh. I have to say, classic rock got a lot better though than what it was.
I mean, I don't know. I still have a hard time making that adjustment.
Let's see. So there was edema, head PE.
Pulmonary edema?
No, just edema. And apparently they did a couple songs for some video games. So I actually knew a couple of their songs. I didn't realize it. And then with Head PE, they were just fucking awesome. That's which I have that was my first time experiencing a mosh pit. Because I
Was
went
it an actual mosh pit?
Like
No,
they start beating
it-
the shit out of each other and pushing
No,
each
that-
other
that-
down
that-
and stomping on
Yeah.
each other.
No,
Yeah.
this was they were just no, because if they started that, they would have been kicked out because it was like a club sort of setting. It wasn't a big concert setting type thing.
Did they at least do a wall of death?
What the fuck's a wall
Well,
of
yeah,
death?
she was there.
It's when this crowd splits in two, and then they charge at each other. No stopping.
No, nope, no wall of death.
The front line gets the worst
That
of
just
it.
sounds like a
obviously.
medieval battle.
That
What-
does. Gladiators.
Do they
Yeah.
have swords and axes and shit too? Like, are they wearing helmets?
Nope.
Is this safe? No. Okay. Well.
Not safe.
But so and then it was saliva, which
They're good.
oh yeah, I grew up with saliva. So click click
Yeah,
boom.
me too. I have a mouth.
Ha
Yeah.
ha
Yep.
ha
It's a little leaky.
ha ha.
It's a little leaky.
So that's all for puppy, guys. You deserved that one on that one.
Mhm.
But I always wanted to go see Saliva in concert, and this was Saliva with the original singer, so that was pretty cool. I definitely enjoyed it, and it was my first time going. So I'm from Michigan as well as Wolf, and there is a well-known place called the Machine Shop, and it's
And that's where Wolf works.
yes, in the,
At the machine shop. He
yes,
makes tools there.
it's astronomy.
Make stuff, fix things.
In one area, it's all about astronomy, and then the other has concerts.
If he needs a tool and nobody's invented it yet, he'll just invent that tool and use it there.
And
Yeah.
if you
That's how
show
the
up,
band
you
Tool
might see
got
me
created.
in the little corner
love
being a
Tool.
madman on the machinery.
And it is in the ghetto. Oh my God! So
Wolf
we
works in the ghetto.
so we
That's why.
so we
That's why you make weapons.
so we drove in, and
That's why you lock your shit at night.
we drove in, and we're trying to find a parking spot because it's packed, and there's these two women walking up, and one's in like a tighter dress, and the other's more in a sundress that's flowy. Well, it's windy. And this girl, I guess, either was already pre-gaming, so didn't care, or just didn't care altogether because who knows? She could be a hoe. The wind caught her dress, went up, and I saw a bush. She was not wearing any underwear whatsoever.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. I just like, well, we know what she's hoping to get.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Nothing. I guess
I like all
not.
natural women.
Well, no, it's just generally.
It's not the bush she was freaking out about.
No, it's the fact that she didn't even care that her dress came up and showed everything. Because she didn't even like freak out and try to pull it back down. She waited until the wind was done and it went down on its own.
Maybe it
And then
felt
she
good.
readjusted.
Maybe she likes wind blowing on her vagina. You don't know that. Like,
Yeah, maybe
Maybe it
she's
just
getting a
felt
little
good.
wet down there.
she
Need
yeah,
to
she just
try
got
out.
caught up in the moment. She was like, "Fuck yeah, I like this, feeling good."
I couldn't believe that. I'm just like, wow, I didn't realize I was going to go to a concert tonight and see Bush. Sadly, not the band, but Bush.
You can't tell
That'd be
me you
pretty
didn't
cool.
plan on going to a concert like that and not seeing that.
That's the
Yeah.
first time I've seen that going to a concert like that. But then
I'm
again,
surprised
I
you're
don't go
surprised.
walking around looking for it.
Yeah, me too. I'm surprised.
Okay,
that
so-
she was like, "What the fuck?
Ta-
Look at that! There's a Chewbacca in there."
It wasn't that big of a bush. She kept it trimmed, but yeah, no underwear.
Well,
See it.
And it's so funny because I went with one of my guy friends and he was just like, oh, I thought that was just underwear. I'm like, there was nothing on her hips. Nothing on her hips to
no, it's
prove
this
that it
new
was.
kind of underwear that just, like you put it in
You
your
grow
crack
it.
and you just well no, it's like sticky underwear. It's like those sticky bras or whatever that Death used to sell on OnlyFans or whatever.
Oh my God. No.
Where, it's like that sticky underwear. You don't have to have like the side hoops that keep it. You just you start in the crack and you just kind of
Magnetic.
stick it in there like tape, and then you just
Oh.
pull it up between your legs and well, it's not tape, but it works like tape. Like the principle's the same. And you just pull it up between your legs. It's like skin tight underwear. It's just tape though.
It's magnetic underwear.
Yeah, there you go. It's magnetic. Maybe she's like one of those really freaky girls that likes all those piercings.
Yeah.
No,
I've seen-
I
I've
didn't
seen
see
a
any
vagina
piercings.
once. Well, no, it's because it was magnetic.
Not under all the
It
bush.
was-
This came up so far that I could see her belly.
Well, you almost got
I'd
the
have told her to
2-for-1
pull it
special.
on up.
I know,
I'd
right?
have been like, pull it on up, baby. I want to see the whole
nice tits. I'll say that she had nice
Was she
bouncy
wearing
ones.
a bra?
Well, yeah, she was definitely wearing a bra
Oh,
because
that's
those would have been saggy. They were big.
Ah.
They were
Who
big.
cares?
I'm
Oh,
not. I
okay.
didn't. I was just.
My boobs are sad. I love floppy titties. Like,
Look,
get the
I'll
fuck outta
still
here,
play
like-
with them.
Yeah, that
and love
makes
'em and
to
look
me
at 'em
the
and
Hey,
stare at 'em.
titties are
ones a lot
titties.
more
We
fun.
love when
They
titties
look a lot
titty.
nicer.
I was able to.
See a woman's
Jingle.
One I a thing.
Is aggressive and they want to get everything out.
Yes,
And
humans are we're very tribal. Like, we never lost our tribal ways.
And plus,
of, like,
it's
beating on drums and beating the
um,
shit out of each other.
it's a way to be aggressive and not like towards anyone specific. So you're still also being friendly and social.
By
Like-
beating the shit out of the person.
So
Yeah. Break
Oh,
their
yeah,
ribs and shake their hand, motherfucker. Go
yeah,
home.
I saw guys not knock each other down on the ground, but then they helped each other back up. Like, okay,
Yeah,
now
that's
let's
what
go
I'm saying.
again.
You're supposed to
The
do
exact
it in
same
mosh
reason
pit.
that
Yeah.
rage rooms exist. It's just
Oh,
a way to express your.
Oh well, that's
frustration.
rage rooms though.
Yeah,
That's a
same thing.
different thing.
This came before rage rooms.
It's the same concept.
Well,
Except
okay, so
Not
there,
hurting people.
with
hurting
the
things.
machine shop, there's like a tile floor area, and then there's the regular area, and the tile floor area is where the mosh pit is generally supposed to be. Well, apparently this mosh pit got started right on the edge, which is right where I was, and the guy that
You started it.
oh yeah, and the guy that I went with is smaller. Not I'm thicker.
The mosh pits.
No. Apparently he's been in mosh pits and stuff, but he's older and skinnier and seems like he could break easier than me. So
Oh,
I
was
stood
it
in front.
Cypher?
Old man, maybe no, it was not old man Cypher.
Maybe you went to the concert. Cypher standing on. I don't know. I was in fucking war, but I don't think I can handle this.
No. It was
Pretty funny.
it was Mofa.
Oh.
I see.
God damn it. This is an older, more frail individual.
Well, he's skinnier than me and stuff. Like, I'm thicker. Like, I have hips. I have thighs. I played sports. I know how to throw around my hips. So, I saw the mosh pit going. There was, like, a staff person in front of me, and then other guys, like, stood to try and create a wall to protect the rest of the audience. And so, I planted my feet, put my arm up like this, and yeah, I guess that was fun in the point where, because, well, it gets the adrenaline going, but it takes away from
Oh,
the
yeah,
concert. I
man.
feel she's thicker than a milkshake with not enough milk. We're doing it on purpose.
Calling her fat? Because, I mean, that
Okay.
would be what the milkshake is. That's just fat.
Matey, I will say, we with how many weeks we have skipped at this point, and there's one big topic we were gonna do that ended up not being able to be discussed due to certain reasons and certain people not showing up.
It's because Lester's more white.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh gosh, I forgot about that. We'll let her share that when she comes back, if she comes back.
Lester's coming back?
But she's black enough, okay? She's black enough to be black, though.
Barely.
Well, I don't know. Find her.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
but we might hit that. Let's just say that topic is okay. Well, that topic is racist that we were going to be talking about. It'd
Very
been fun.
racist.
It would have been a lot of fun though. But we aren't
We need to
stupid.
put that. We need to make that episode and just put that behind some paid content.
Yeah,
so
maybe
we
you
can
Yeah,
should
what-
say
ma- ma-
racial and not racist.
No, it was totally racist. That would be racist. That's not racial. That's
all we have to
racist.
Best.
All we
Yeah,
have to do,
colorism.
Colorism.
all we have to do is just have it like not live and just record it, and then we'll just post it somewhere behind a paywall. But
Patreon.
only
We'll make a
have-
Patreon, guys.
There you
Yeah,
go, Patreon.
yeah.
There we go.
There we go. But we'll only have like white people talking about it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
judging,
Manny.
like everybody else.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm trying to bring in some new people for that too, as well, because I've,
Ah, yes, we need an
especially
Asian-
especially since our other ethnicity people are more white than they thought.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like for this episode to happen, for anybody that's gonna like listen to this on YouTube later, anybody's listening right now, we need an Asian, we need a black person, we need a Hispanic person, a Native American, if you can find one.
Well, hold on, puppy, aren't you Native American
maybe-
somewhere in there?
Maybe
Yeah.
a Middle Eastern person. Yeah, okay. Like we're not gonna use like a 169th Native American person. Everybody's fucking Native. Every goddamn white person on the North American continent's like, oh, I'm like 169th
Yeah, but,
Native American. Like,
I'm much more than that.
yeah, well, but you look.
Can
white, so it doesn't
can you
work.
start getting paid
I
by
look
the
white on
government?
camera.
Yeah, well then
I have
I don't know.
tan
Paint your
skin.
face or something like a little
Okay.
bit darker. Actually, I probably
Well,
shouldn't be talking
look
about
at my
this on the
side
air.
profile, but you're blind.
Are you telling him to blackface?
No. Okay. So
No, I'm telling him to do
if we
brown
stick
face.
one of those
Oh, okay.
chief headdresses on him, he could pass as one of those stamps.
Oh my God, that's incredibly racist. You can't do that.
Yeah.
No,
like, if you look at my side
A chief
profile, you can tell.
no, the Native American chief headdress. You can see his, if he wears one, you can see his native side. That is not racist with what I just said.
So, like, did you two, like, whenever, like, y'all were fucking, did Puppy just bring his Native American headdress and just, like, put that on?
Go,
Was like, yeah.
Yeah,
Let's go,
I
baby.
did,
I'm
I
on the
did a
warpath.
rain dance, and it worked.
And it got
It was, you beat me to it. Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, that's
Oh
like,
my
she's
God,
obviously like, he looks really good at a fucking Native American.
No, I didn't say he looks good. I said he looks
I
native.
love
He would look more.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Wow, now you're telling me he looks ugly in his fucking tribal heritage. This is so fucked up.
Okay,
Like,
so
wow.
guys,
Wow.
news from Manny. A woman was arrested the other day for pissing on food at the grocery store. Apparently, she was reported after someone saw the videos online that she had recorded. But wait, it gets worse. She was posting these on OnlyFans. Oh, and she
Somebody
had
was
been
paying
doing
to
this
see
at the local grocery store for the last 4 years.
Was
Oh
she
my God.
peeing on the ice
People were
cream that-
eating her
and
pee.
Was she pissing into the ice cream? What?
I remember that when people were like taking off the lids of ice cream and licking it.
Yeah, I saw a thing about that today, actually.
Puppy's Native American name is Smoking Puppy.
Yeah.
Hi, Puppy.
Or shitting puppy.
I don't
She was
know
peeing
that.
on organic food or only organic. Does she have something against organic food, or was
Well, I
did
hope
she
her
like,
pee was organic.
or was she trying to say that her pee is organic?
I hope it.
Both.
I hope it's
Well,
organic
Manny, you
pesticide.
never hop in here.
Yeah.
I'm German. I'm too white on shit. I'm 75% German, at least 75% German. Then again, I haven't done one of those 23andMe things. I should do that. Watch, I'm more black than less. That'd be funny.
I might be.
Watching
I have done a
Black
23andMe.
Than-
I'm just waiting for the results to.
Dude, if you end
I
up
guess
with
I could
any
do it.
sort of like black heritage,
No, I won't because I've done the ancestry one before.
oh okay.
It's all white. I just don't remember what they are, and I don't have access to the information. So, doing the 23andMe to see how it compares.
yeah, Manny. That's why I tried to stay away from the racial issues, because German, we have a bad past.
I'm also slight German. Not
Yeah,
much.
but you're
There's a
American
little bit
now,
in there.
I'm an American German now.
No, you're just American now. So
Let's see. My great grandparents came over on the boat.
Just a
Yeah,
Nazi
exactly. You're
now.
American now. And you know what the best part is?
Does your heart
We
go out
didn't
to?
do all that fucked up shit to the Native Americans. That was the English. We're
Oh,
American,
that is.
so Like, yeah, that
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
us.
true. That's
That
true.
wasn't all white people. That was just the English. We're
Was it
American.
a U-boat?
We were fine.
I don't
I'm not
know.
stressing
All I know
about
is
it.
that you go to Frankenmuth and Bavarian Lodge. I have names of like 2 of my great grandparents' last names on the fucking rooms because they came over on the boat. I don't know what boat.
Apparently, I'm the only one that understood the U-boat joke.
Yes. Explain it to me, please.
Oh my God.
German war thing.
Oh.
World War II. The Germans had
He's
these
being
boats,
racist.
but they weren't boats. They were submarines.
Oh, braces towards me? Since I'm German?
Yeah, you racist prick.
Not so fun fact, Irish were also yes, they were, and treated like garbage in
Yeah.
America. Yes, they long before the blacks were actually being sold by other black people.
I know. I always bring that up, and everybody.
That's why so many live in the
everybody knew
ghettos
that,
and
though.
people, and I'm like,
Well,
"There's
it's a
more than
well-known
black
thing. Like,
people."
why aren't
But nobody ever wants to bring it up.
why aren't the
Literally
Irish
everyone
getting
has been enslaved.
reparations and shit? Like
literally every race has been enslaved
Yeah, and
by
I
their
mean,
own race, by other races.
okay, so like here's the interesting thing that I seen recently. It was brought up. One of my favorite YouTubers brought this one up. They were talking about how, like, at one point in history, Irish. Actually, they were talking about the Irish specifically. The Irish were not considered white people. They were considered Irish because I guess England, who was like the superior power at the time, and I don't know if Ireland existed. I mean, obviously the landmass was there, but I don't know if it existed as a country during the Roman Empire. But essentially, going all the way back, like they say that, like I'm going somewhere with this. Modern times, they say that Jews and like Arabian people are not white, but more specifically, the Jewish people are not white. They are Jews. That's what people are saying. But I mean, if you didn't know the person's name, or their like they weren't wearing their little hat, and they were just walking in a crowd of white people, you would not be able to pick them out. I'm talking like a Jewish person. You would not be able to pick that individual and be like, that's a Jew. No, you can't do that because they're fucking white. And so like that's like a big thing that's I guess going on right now, and like the mainstream media, like it's like a there's like a curtain over it, we'll say, where they're discussing like, well, what makes a person white, and then there's like some Middle Eastern people, they look white, like you know, like they could be walking in the like a same crowd of people, you wouldn't be able to tell them apart from other people. And it's, I mean, obviously there are, you know, some Middle Eastern people that are very clearly obviously from the Middle East, for example, but like visually, like physically or whatever, but for the most part, some of them are white. Like there's white people in almost every race. But now figure this one out. This is an interesting one. Because like this, there's like this, I don't know, thing that's happening with what makes a white person white and what makes like a, I mean, obviously black people look very different, you know, so that's why they're black. But why do they call albino black people black? Because
To be inclusive. They want to be included.
but they're white.
Yeah.
They look white. I mean, they're black, but they look white. Like, you know, so like there's this whole there was this whole thought-provoking thing with certain like groups of people, Eastern people and whatnot. There's like this whole thing where, well, what makes a white person white? And then people are like, well, it's not just the skin color that makes you white. And I thought that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But then I really thought about it, and I'm like, huh, maybe not. Like, it's
The key to being white is being racist.
well, okay, yeah, but I mean, everybody can be racist.
If you
But
want
yeah,
to
I
be
know what
white, you have
mean.
to be racist.
That's right. But no, so like it really, I don't know. It just calls into question like, is being white more of a cultural thing, or is it like just a physical feature? Like being black, is it more of a cultural thing, or is it just a physical feature? Like of
Yes.
or like in Hispanics, like Hispanic people, people from like Central America, South America, and whatnot. I mean, they like a lot of their ancestry, because you guys were just talking about that, came from Europe. Like,
Yeah.
and I mean, on a technicality, a lot of like Hispanic people, like the people with like the darker complexion, skin, like they're a little more tan or whatever. Naturally, they just have Native American, and like that. Like that's all the people that like live in Mexico now, aside from the mostly Spaniards, the Spanish people that came from, well, Spain.
Um.
Came over and they mixed with the Native Americans that lived in Central America, and that's why they are like kind of tan.
I gotta go.
Okay,
gotta go do a thing.
bye.
Go pull Kyle.
Yeah. So I'll
Everyone, wish puppy luck.
talk to you guys later whenever I can find my cursor.
You gonna pee on her?
I found. You know what? Probably not.
No.
Probably not.
not.
Well, just keep an open mind.
I will.
But no, like
But
so
not
yeah,
an
that
open
brought up
mouth.
this
All right, y'all have fun. Good
You
night.
too.
Good
Bye.
night. But no, like that brought up this interesting question, like kind of for me, like, is black, white, like Asian, because somebody during that episode I was listening to, not my favorite person, but like somebody brought up like the Asians, like if you want to get technical, they also share a lot of the same skin tones as just your basic white people. But I mean, they also can like have darker skin tones too. But I think that's more of just how much time they stand out in the sun, doing whatever they do outside, going to the beach, what the fuck ever. Anyway, no, it's just I don't know, it's just the
Puppy.
concept, like
You're a jerk.
what makes the when does the cultural part end and the physical features begin, kind of thing.
Well, especially
I don't know if
since
that
like
makes sense.
white people are blamed for stealing like cultures of every other ethnicity out there.
Well, yeah, it's because we're not very creative. We can't dance.
We cannot dance. We can't jump.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things we
But
can't
can
do.
Swim.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can.
yeah,
We,
that's-
we can swim.
We do have that
What else can we do?
natural camouflage.
We're
in the
really good
snow.
at stealing.
At feeling what?
We're really good at stealing things.
Yeah, but so are the New
Well,
Zealanders.
culture though. We're good at stealing culture. Oh, we're really good at mass murder.
Horrible cooks, though.
Horrible,
If
horrible
you-
cooks.
They boil everything. White people boil everything.
Don't like spices.
That's
That's a
just
good one, Manny. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. That's all. They just boil everything. That's like the Mexicans, like Hispanic stuff. Now they have good food. That you can taste their food's good. But no, like, it was just like an interesting, because I actually never knew that Irish people at one point in history were not considered white people, and that's simply due to a cultural thing. Because Jesus Christ, dude, I've seen some pretty fucking white.
That's
The Irish people are some of the whitest
Yep.
people I've ever seen.
Let's see. Manny brought up a good one. White people are amazing for taking credit for things they didn't do and giving bad credit to ethnicities that had nothing to do with it. Yeah. I definitely agree with the first part of that.
Yeah, like that Rosa Parks lady. Now riding in the back of the bus is cool.
Yeah, it's the best thing out there. I remember in grade school. I remember in grade school learning about Rosa Parks and be like, why was it bad to sit in the back of the bus? I want to sit in the back of the bus because my road was really bouncy, like bumpy and stuff. So we'd all pile up in the back of the bus and the bus driver would go really fast. Another person who was shown as white but wasn't Rosa Parks was not white.
Yeah. No, but it was the white people that decided riding in the back of the bus was cool after a black person decided they didn't want to ride in the back of the bus anymore.
Okay, stop it, Jack.
That actually just reminded me of a kind of goofy topic with what I think is a funny ending to the story. Is Disney has been remaking a lot of their animated movies,
Yep.
and when these are all animated, all the characters are all white. Well, they're taking like a main character or like a secondary character, and they're making them black. And they've been doing this with all their live action movies. And there's one movie I want to see them do and remake, and that's Tarzan.
Snow White with a black person?
No, Tarzan.
No, they won't do that.
Dude,
They
no.
don't do that.
We can't say that though, because they made Snow White into what, a Hispanic, I think she was. And Snow White was known to have snow white skin and black hair.
Think about a death.
Do you
Tarzan.
really think
Oh
that's
no!
Tarzan acting like a monkey.
No,
Yes,
that would be so
exactly. Hanging
bad.
out with fucking gorillas and shit and like swinging from trees.
No, they'll make him
And
Asian
then-
or something like that, because
No,
they won't make it a black person. They'll make it Asian because they'll still want to be inclusive. Or
Trans or something.
Well, I don't know what being transgender has to do with it.
okay, here's a fun fact with Manny, the founder of Little Caesars. Michael Ilitch quietly paid Rosa Parks rent for over a decade after she was robbed and assaulted in her home in 1994, helping her move to a safer apartment and covering her housing expenses until her death in 2005. Not telling anyone he did so till it was revealed after she passed away, or he passed away.
I thought you meant that like he had to like live in one of her property. I was saying, wow, she really came up. She went from like getting arrested for riding in the front of the bus to owning a bunch of properties, and the owner of fucking Little Caesars had to pay her rent. I understand what you mean now, but like at first I didn't understand.
I did not know that about Michael Ilitch. Being here in Michigan, Michael Ilitch is very well known. Because, well, we have the Little Caesars Arena. You don't know the owner of... He's like...
Yeah,
he's right up there with fucking Faygo and Lay's potato chips. We're known for like Faygo potato chips, Lay's potato chips, Verner's, and Michael Ilitch because of Little Caesars.
I just want you to know.
I didn't know who that was.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want you to know if you came up to me and started talking about Michael Ilitch did the fucking,
you guys don't do sports ball.
Idea. What the fuck? I thought he was a pizza guy. What the fuck is sports ball?
Because Little Caesars Arena.
The fuck is that?
Are
you talking about the Coliseum built by like the the Romans? Or
so Michael Ilitch
like...
bought out one of the sports arenas, and it's the Little Caesars Arena.
Michigan.
Yep. In a really bad area, lived in extreme poverty. Yeah, she did.
Okay. Anyway, I posted something just for you, Death, in general.
I can't show general in...
I'm not telling you to show. You were like, earlier somebody posted, you're like, what are you saying in general?
Well, no, he put in podcast general, so...
Yeah, that's where I put it.
No, you did not put it in podcast general. It didn't light up for me. You put it in a different general chat. Only podcast general I show on in this.
He put it in podcast staff general.
Ah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't want you to show this on the fucking thing.
Sophia showers on. Oh my god. Okay, so I'll have to read that later.
Well, no, it's a video.
Oh.
I mean, you can read it if you want to, but there's also a video there. No, you
okay.
have to watch it.
So the main topic that I did want to cover tonight is the Tuah girl and what the hell.
Watch this lady pee on this man on stage.
Not right now. I want it after this. Because I actually put the title as this, so we have to at least hit it once.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. Okay, for those who don't know, the hot Tuah girl, Haley Welch, she became a big ass meme because, well, she talked about spitting on a cock. And
And then she called up those guys and actually begged them. Well, she didn't call them up. She didn't have their number, but she blew their social medias up, telling them not to post that video. She wanted them to not post that video so bad.
Oh, she's
But
but then she made a whole bunch of t-shirt. Like she capitalized as soon as it happened though. She
well,
capitalized on it, which was good.
but here's the thing: like, she begged them, she threatened them, she had her friends like hitting them up, but she said 3 times on cam. Like, I don't think you actually see it in the clip because it was irrelevant.
Yep.
But they actually ask her multiple times in the clip, like, "Are you sure it's okay if we post this?"
Manny.
And she said yes, like 3 times. And they didn't approach her. She approached them, her and her friend, and she kept like trying to make them ask edgier questions for their, because those two guys, they have like their own YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
And she kept like, "Oh, come on, you can ask like more provocative questions," and that wasn't the exact way she worded it, but like, "Oh, come on, you ask more provocative questions than that. Come on, you can go farther than that." So like they kept asking her like slightly more, I don't know, I guess you could say like inappropriate questions or whatever. And then and she just kept saying, "Oh, come on, you could do better, you could do better, you could do better." And finally they did, and that's where the Hawk Tuah thing came from. Just a fun fact. I watched the whole thing on it, like a whole fucking YouTube documentary thing on it.
Damn.
Just so you know, all of those stupid "we're on the street" talking to random people shit, they'll talk to the same person, just like you said, over and over again. And usually they'll do it until they get a response that they like,
Mm-hmm.
so that they can post it.
Yeah, well, I mean that's what those guys do, and I think they even say that in one of their videos, because the night that one was, or the day whatever that one was shot, the Hawk Tuah thing, they were leaving. They were at a club or a bar, and they were like leaving because and they were standing outside across the street from the bar, going through their footage on their camera, and like of all the random stupid questions that they ask people and shit in the bar. And Haley and one of her friends saw like them across the street and saw that they had a camera, and like, I guess her friend, I think it was her friend, I don't know, I'd have to go back and rewatch everything. So one of them asked like, "Oh, what are you guys doing?" And they told her, "Oh, yeah, we got a YouTube channel, we just film like people's responses, like saying like, goofy shit or whatever." And they're like, "Oh, well, do me, like ask me." And yeah, that's how that whole thing went. I mean, yeah, the dudes admit that, like, yeah, we go, and of course there was the defenders too, because they were in a bar taking these video. I don't know any of their other videos, just that one, but they had like a lot of clips from a lot of different, mostly women. Uh, and like some defenders of Haley Walsh was like, "Well, these guys are predators." Like they tried to go the route of predator, because like they're going around, they're asking like these drunk women like really inappropriate questions. They're predators. It's like they're not fucking predators. They're doing like this dumb thing, a dumb reaction thing on their YouTube channel. They're not fucking predator. Like, I don't think they're predators. Maybe some people truly think that. Some people are just like, "Oh, Haley Walsh is hot, I gotta defend her." Fuck those guys. Those guys are predators, and like that she didn't want them to put it up there, but now that they put it up there, and she made a bunch of fucking money off of it. It's okay now, but they're still predators.
I won't defend her, but I will say she's
But-
not completely wrong. These people do have a habit of going up to people that are drunk to elicit these reactions for their own monetary gain. So yes, they are predators in a sense. They constantly do this shit. They'll go in front of drunk people, and like I said, they'll continuously badger someone until they react a certain way. A lot of those political videos, like, "Who was the first president of the United States?" and the person will answer normally, and then they'll just keep badgering them with questions until eventually they say something stupid, and they'll be like, oh, look at these Americans, they don't know their own history. And it's
Uh,
very common. They do the same
actually,
thing on that podcast.
I've heard something a little different from that. Like, if you're talking about just like straight up going out on the street, Zoomer videos, there's like, I don't know, like what was the one? Where's Mount Rushmore? And everybody's like, in Canada. It was absurd. I don't think they badger the same person. Like, you can literally go out on this, like in a place like New York or LA, where there's like millions of people just wandering around, going about their daily lives or whatever, and you can just keep asking. And if you really want, is simple question, just an average. And you know they like that, or like say like start asking me like, I don't know, like who the fuck Abraham Lincoln was, and they'll say, yeah, didn't he invent the first automobile? Like, you know, I'm just gonna start saying some wild shit to him because it's goofy, it's stupid, and yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the type of shit that they're looking for. I know who the fuck Abraham Lincoln was. He didn't build the first automobile. He built the first horse. Obviously.
But no, I mean, not all of them do that, but I do know some of them have. And the reason I know this is because there's videos of them basically asking these people 30 questions, just being annoying. And then, of course, after like the eighth question, you're gonna be like, all right, I'm just gonna be stupid at this point. I'm tired of answering questions. And then they get the funny answers, like, it's in Canada. Shit like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure there's plenty out there that do that, but I actually haven't seen anything, found anything, any of my digging specifically that like where they just keep bothering the same. Because I mean, that's harassment, and if they're filming themselves harassing the person, or the other person pulls out their phone, I mean, you know, they can get in light trouble for just like coming up to somebody and not leaving them alone.
Right.
There was that one guy, I don't know, he was some douche tuber kid or whatever. Maybe he was on Kick. I don't fucking remember. Who was like going up to people and like asking them like about, oh, well, what was your most traumatic experience or whatever. And I guess he went up to some woman and asked her like, well, what was your like most traumatic experience? And she actually told him. I don't know why he would do that, but she told him. And then her boyfriend or husband or whatever, like that, they made like a big joke about it and was like, you know, making like light of it or whatever. This person was like, I was trying to be genuine with him, which again, I don't know why you would do that to some random person come up to you in public, but they did. And so they go, they find their boyfriend or their husband, I don't remember what it was. And so he comes out and he starts approaching the guy, and the guy comes out, he's like, hey man, let me ask you a question. He's like, oh yeah, you're gonna ask me what the most traumatic event was in my life, and then he hits the fucking phone way out of the kid's fucking it goes flying way up into the fucking air, and he's like, what the fuck, dude? And he's like, yeah, you leave my fucking partner the fuck alone. And it was fucking amazing. It was like, god damn, dude, I can't
Well,
believe
yeah, because people gotta learn there's fucking boundaries. You don't. Yeah. You can't just expect to have a good experience every time you fucking do that.
like, yeah, I mean, especially something. I mean, look, if you're just like being goofy or whatever, maybe like before you approach somebody, this just might sound a little shallow, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like, you know, look, we're all out in the world going about our daily business and shit. You know, we're trying not to. I mean, I don't try to bother or disturb people. You know, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if I'm gonna like do like a video, like I don't know, go up to somebody and like start asking like stupid fucking questions. You know, I'm gonna approach them before the camera starts rolling. Be like, hey man, do you mind if I come up to you? You know, I'm just like I'm making a video here for YouTube. You know, I want to like ask you some like just stupid fucking questions or whatever. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. I'll find somebody else. But you know, if you don't mind, I know that kind of sounds like I'm setting it up or whatever. You know, like you're it's like one of those fake prank videos or what, which is not really a prank, I guess, but like it's more or it's less genuine or whatever. But also, that person's like not gonna have a camera shoved in their fucking face and you asking them stupid fucking questions like out of nowhere, and they're kind of like, "What the fuck?" They're kind of prepared for it. That they're okay with it. They're consenting to it. I know that there's like laws, well, in the U.S. anyway, where out in public, people are allowed to film you. Like, if you're like just walking through the mall or whatever and somebody's got their fucking phone, there's nothing at all. There's
Yep,
no laws, nothing like that
correct.
stopping them from filming you, coming up to you, interacting with you while they're filming. And there's like nothing the laws can do because like freedom of speech and stuff. Now there are certain cases, private establishments, like if it's like a privately owned restaurant or whatever, they and like they have signs up. I think like that's all you have to have a sign up. And if it's like a private establishment, you're not allowed to film in there if they got like fucking signs up saying, hey, no filming, no picture, no whatever, no recording of any kind. You wouldn't like, if you're recording in there, then they have every right to ask you to leave, and you have to leave, or they call the cops, and the cops will make you leave because that's trespassing. But like in public, though, yeah, to me, it's disrespectful to like go up to these people and pester them like that. But without like asking them first, like, hey, I'm gonna, or like if they see very clearly what you're doing, like, you're coming up to other people and like you're filming them talking or like talking about stuff or asking questions or whatever. Like if other people around you are very obviously can see what you're doing and like then you approach them or whatever, then they can either tell you, look, I don't want to be involved, or play along, whatever they want. But yeah, just don't fucking ambush people. That's fucked up. Like nobody wants to do that,
But then
or
that's
nobody
the
wants
issue.
to deal with that.
You have these streamers who they do it on purpose.
Yep.
And you have Johnny Somali, Jack Doherty,
Yeah,
all of these
Johnny Somalis.
Well, he's one of the bigger ones. But
No, he's in jail.
I know he is, but it's besides the point.
A fucking loser.
Before all of that, they all have the exact same thing. They harass to elicit a response from the general public. And there's a lot of people who stream online too. I forget what they're called, but they essentially test cops and they will elicit response from the police. Why? So that when they get that response that they want, they get the clicks, and then they.
You're talking about auditors.
Auditors, yes. You have auditors. You have those people who harass the public. There's this one guy who will literally go in front of restaurants and film people to elicit responses from them, which I found out the way to deal with them. Actually, it's very simple. You turn on your phone, and you play a song, full volume. And the reason why.
No,
Because
DMCA.
DMCA, you DMCA their video, so then they can't make money
that's
off of
smart.
it, and that gets them to go away. I only found this out because a friend of mine lives in California. Happened to him. He got that tip from a cop. A cop said that they deal with them all the time, and there's not much they can do about it. But if they start to bother you, if you do that, then they have to leave you alone because they're not able to make any money off of you because they can't use any of the clips that they're getting. And I was like, that's smart.
That is very smart.
Yeah, actually, I never thought about that, but yeah, that's true. You could do that.
Okay, back on topic.
Well, I mean, this is kind of on topic. It's just like a little.
Well, no, but it's
the
gone
people
on
that
a.
started it.
Yeah, but let's finish the Huck tour.
Sorry, yeah,
No.
yeah, because you want to
Water.
talk about crypto coin.
We'll swing back around here.
Yeah, we'll probably get diverted again.
Probably, but interesting fact about her though. Do you guys know what type of job she had before she became famous?
No.
Well, wasn't she like a waitress or a bartender or something?
Nope. She worked making mattress springs, which I don't know why I find hilarious.
No, she probably knows how
So
to
she
test
knows her way around a mattress.
Exactly.
Gotta wonder what else happened at that job she had.
Right? But yeah, so after she did become famous because of the whole Hawk Tuah thing.
Now, was she a quality control person at the mattress factory, or like? I mean, do we have more detail, or is that all you got?
That's all I got. I know she
no,
worked at the
okay.
factory. There's not too much information out there. I assume because some of the things she did later on. The company doesn't really want to be associated with her for very obvious reasons that we'll get into a little bit later.
I
Okay.
want to talk about the
Okay.
quality control.
Here we go. Okay, so Haley Welch, or Talk Tour Girl, basically disappeared from the internet as of like December 20th. That was her last post on Twitter or X or whatever you want to fucking call it now. And there hasn't been a new episode of, apparently she had a podcast called Talk Tuah.
Yeah, I remember that.
And she hasn't had one of those since December 3rd. Let's see. Her famous TV in June. Then the guys who it was.
Remember their name?
Let's.
By the way, in podcast,
Didn't work.
Wait. Sir, that scammed
The
a bunch of
boxer.
people.
The
with,
box.
uh,
Oh, yes.
the pictures with crypto.
is it the dead forest one or the old people beater?
The old people beater.
Exactly.
So
Well, he also
that
did
guy.
Crypto Zoo, that scam. Like, so I mean, he was either the Dead Forest one or the crypto scam one.
Oh yeah, he looks like he makes
crypto
really
zoo.
great business decisions, guys.
But yes, so and it's actually the reason I brought that up is because you said she disappeared in December 2024. The reason why, very interesting enough, is she's being sued. She's being sued after she tried to pull same thing Jake Paul did, where he pulled a massive cryptocurrency scam.
Oh, I didn't realize
Yeah,
Jake
whatever.
Paul did the same thing. You know what? Because
He did
Yeah,
it
it was-
multiple times.
Crypto Zoo, right?
Not just CryptoZoo. He did it with a couple of other cryptocurrencies, and people were so stupid they fell for it like 5 fucking times. Don't know why.
they probably didn't realize it was him releasing it.
No,
they
they,
just
they knew it was him. He
Oh, my
literally
goodness.
would post videos and be like, "I'm releasing a new crypto coin, dudes. Go buy up. You know, we're gonna go to the moon." All the stupid shit everybody always says.
Yeah, I
And
can't
then
remember.
all of a sudden it was just like going up, going up, going up. Second it reaches the peak, he rug pulls. Everybody
Yeah.
loses everything.
Pump and dump, I think.
Pretty
is what
much.
they
And he did
Let's
it like
see.
3 or 4 times, and people kept falling for it.
let's see. Okay, so I'm not to the cryptocurrency thing yet. Let's see. The second half of 2024 is where she started launching her merchandise. This is where she went right, where the Catch Me Outside girl did not go. Like, she didn't do this, and
Yeah, the Catch Me Outside girl went left.
well,
This girl went right to merch.
the Catch Me Outside girl, she tried to make it big with becoming an artist and doing talk shows, and then now is on OnlyFans, which is probably where she's gonna stay. While the Tuah girl, she actually did merchandise, limited edition Halloween costume collaborations, and then the podcast, obviously. But that merchandise made her so much fucking money. I remember I was listening to a different podcast, and
Well,
it was
she didn't
talking.
pay for the lawsuit.
Oh,
She can't. She's broke.
she's broke now.
No,
She's so broke.
We'll get to that in a second. How she lost her money is interesting.
But it was a failed cryptocurrency launch that seems to have clipped Welch's wings. I'm quoting Indy 100, just so you guys know. They have an article out that was posted 4 days ago. So on December 20th, she posted on Twitter, "I take this situation extremely seriously and want to address my fans, the investors who have been affected, and the broader community. I'm fully cooperating with and am committed to assisting the legal team representing the individuals impacted as well as to help uncover the blank, blank, blank."
So
So,
here's the thing about that.
Cover
Yep.
the blank.
Her statement about I am basically not at fault at this, and I'm gonna just go ahead and quickly glance over what she said because I don't remember it all word for word. But essentially, she said that again, the same thing Jake Paul said. It's there were bad players in my cryptocurrency. I trusted the wrong people, and they're the reason that there was a rug pull. Again, same thing Jake Paul did, which is bizarre as hell. Literally says the exact same thing. Says it's not my fault. I trusted people to help me make this coin, and these people were bad actors. They're the reason why there was a pull. It was never me. I never did any of this. I'm not responsible, but I'm gonna help to work on this with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, along with other people, the police, and everybody else. She's full of shit. Nothing's gonna happen there. She didn't make a lot of money because she got backstabbed. They pulled before she was ready to pull.
Scammed out of her own rug pull.
That's
Fuck.
pretty much what happened. They pulled before they were supposed to pull most of her money.
Did you listen to that interview with her manager?
I listened to most of it. I didn't listen to all of it.
Did you hear the part where he incriminated himself?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, but I think it was CoffeeZilla was CoffeeZilla does like a lot of he covers like a lot of the rug pull crypto stuff. He does more shit, but he covers that too.
Yes, he was doing the people are always so stupid. They always go into these interviews thinking that they're going to get away with everything, and then Bizillo always trips him up.
People hate being interviewed by goddamn CoffeeZilla. CoffeeZilla is not like, I've listened to a lot of his interviews. He's not. CoffeeZilla is actually pretty reputable. I mean, if he comes out with like a piece on somebody that his shit's together, like,
respect CoffeeZilla's, because when he does come out with a video saying, here is my investigation into this scam, he comes with receipts, and that's really important. He does his research, he does the interviews, he gets the information, and a lot of times it does come straight from the people who are pulling these scams because they're stupid. They don't realize he's already done the research, he already knows the answers. He's just trying to see if you're going to be honest with him. And then they get tripped up and they're like, oh, I didn't know that you had that documentation.
God damn it. How dare you know more than me about what I...
Right, exactly.
How dare you know the truth and not the lies that I'm trying to tell you.
So that's
then they call him bad faith. CoffeeZilla is not bad faith.
She's broke because she lost a lot of money on the rug pull because she was backstabbed. She might still have some money, but with the lawsuit and everything, the lawyers and all the other shit that's going on, I don't see her having anything.
Look, I'm not gonna, and then I'll let Death continue, but I gotta put this in there real quick to kind of tack on with what you were saying. Like, I mean, I don't hate, the Hawk to a chick. I really don't. Like, I mean, I don't care. I'm not stupid. I don't buy into all the crypto bullshit. But my thing is, like, I'm definitely not defending her. She's, whatever. She's nothing to me, really. But I would say that, like, whenever somebody kind of takes off like that, you do, with a lot of people anyway, you get like these vultures that kind of start circling,
like Jake
her
Paul
manager, and him, and like, and it's not just them, but like, like I said, her manager, then there's like other, because I mean, she had like a whole fucking team, and she really kind of puts me in mind of the kind of person. I'm not being classist here or anything, but like a Southern girl that's like, not, I'm trying to say it without being too disrespectful or whatever. She came into a situation where she's not used to it. Like, she doesn't understand like how a lot of it worked. And then she gets like all these people coming in and they're telling her, well, this is how it worked. This is what we need to do. And she doesn't really know any better because like she's literally drug into like a whole new world where she's not familiar with how things work. I bet this girl didn't know what the fuck crypto was until like this whole thing. She probably had no idea what the fuck like crypto coin was or like any of this other bullshit. I have a feeling that she really just that wasn't her thing. But then like all of a sudden, all these people come
Well-
in, they start talking. Well, you got to do this, you got to do that. We got to create a crypto. We got to do a pocket. We got to do fucking 1,000 different things.
I
I mean, again, I'm not making excuses for it. I'm just saying.
I
look at her-
I kind of agree on. I think she was naive and trusted people who just said
That's
this
the
is
word,
this is what we need to do to make money. I don't think she was told like this is illegal. This is scamming people out of their
Exactly.
money.
She didn't.
This
I feel like she didn't know it was illegal. Like she didn't understand that they were setting her up to essentially be the scapegoat. I think.
The thing about all this too is before even any of the crypto stuff happened, she was doing pretty well for
Yeah.
herself. Because she was in that contract with Jake Paul's company, which is called Better. I believe that's what it's called. It's BETR. That's his whole podcast company. Because she was with that company, from her very first episode, she had comedian Whitney Cummings. Later on, she had Mark Cuban, Wiz Khalifa, JoJo Siwa. She had all these really big names on her podcast. So her podcast got pretty good views. Why? Because you have all these famous people on there. People want to check out what they have to say, and they want to see, what's going on there. She also threw that first baseball pitch at the New York Mets game. She got to hang out with Shaquille O'Neal while he was DJing. Yes, he does that. He does everything now. He owns pizza. But she did a lot of things. She got on stage with a country singer. She was doing all these things and getting publicity for not just herself, her merchandise, her talk show. Unfortunately, it's possible she didn't know what was going on. Now this whole meme coin thing has kind of sunk her.
Well, I mean,
nobody wants to be involved with her anymore.
It's one thing to be like all of a sudden like you're meeting celebrities and shit. I mean, dude, celebrities, like, they're not gonna be them. Like, they're not gonna be like they have a certain image to uphold. They got brand deals and shit. They're not gonna be real with you. Like they might even sit down and like have a beer with you or whatever, like privately, like not on like a podcast or I don't know, video or what the fuck ever, like on a TV show or whatever. Like you might just actually go to a party and just hang out with them with nothing being recorded. I mean, that probably happens very rarely, but
yeah, I think
they're still not going to be like, this is going to be you're getting into a rug pull here. This is how you want to do it. I feel like they're not like JoJo Siwa and Shaquille O'Neal, and like these people aren't going to tell her like, all right, this is how the game's played.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
she got in over her head, I think.
Yeah.
And
my point was that she just had good going into it. Like, she had all these celebrity appearances with people. She went on Jimmy Kimmel Live. She was building her brand, and it was doing pretty good. Like you said earlier, she made what? Almost the fuck was that?
Somebody stepped on a cat.
She made like 70 grand on her merchandise within a couple weeks. Like, she was doing pretty good for herself. And then, like I said, the cryptocurrency thing happened, and if she didn't know, then that's unfortunate.
I will say, I feel like she blew up way too fast. I remember watching this thing back whenever it first took off. Moist Critical called this out. I remember like listening to him talk about it, and he said that he was, I don't know if he was being serious, but I mean, I thought about him like, you know what, he might be actually right. Like, he might be making a joke, but I think he might also be right. That she was an industry plant, because this stupid little phrases that people make up every fucking day and say like dumb shit on like live streams while they're playing games or like out in public or whatever. People say just dumb shit that's way funnier. I've heard people personally, small streamers on fucking Twitch and shit, say like funnier shit than that, and they didn't get like a podcast. They have it, and people have even clipped it, but it just never went viral. So I'm like, I mean, Critical called it. I think he might have been right. I don't know if he was joking when he said it, but I honestly think that he was right. That she was some kind of an industry plant too, because that shit just blew. Like, it came out of fucking nowhere. It blew up overnight. I mean, look at the size of that. What was it? The DTV or whatever, Dean TV or what?
Tim and
DTV.
DTV.
Yeah, that one. Like, I mean, how big were they before that?
I don't know.
Like,
but you gotta remember, stupid shit blows up all the fucking time. I think the reason that she kept her fame was because she was good at like I said, she did all those celebrity appearances.
And she was
came out with her
cute.
brand up. Right. And that's the thing. Like, look at the stupid shit that blows up all the time. Fucking skibbity toilet.
Oh
The
my
younger
Yeah, I
God.
still
generation
don't know what that is.
it's literally a head of a toilet. It's freaking retarded. But my point is, stupid shit blows up all the time, and it blows up with the younger crowd, and that's all that matters. Once it blows up with the younger crowd and it keeps going around, no matter how dumb it is, as long as you capitalize on that 5 minutes of fame to make as much money as you can to keep yourself in that limelight, that's all that matters. And she did a good job of that. She was doing all the right things. She was constantly on TV. She was constantly hanging out with famous people. So people kept talking about her. You keep talking about her, you keep her in the limelight. Then she came out with her podcast. More famous people are on her podcast. People were talking about that. And so that, again, kept her in the limelight, kept people in the social consciousness. It kept her name out there. And then
Right.
we hit the wall again with the,
Rug pull, which
the
she
rug.
also got scammed out of,
Exactly.
and
So,
and now everybody dropped her.
right, exactly. So I feel as though if that scandal may not have happened, she probably would still be coming out with her podcast. She would still
Probably.
try to be building her brand. And the thing is, again, stupid shit hits the fan all the time. Look at the pink sauce lady from like 2 years ago. She became huge, and she had no idea what she was doing.
Yeah,
She was
and
literally sending people botulism.
I was
in
gonna
the
say,
mail.
I know what she was doing. She was sending chemical weapons through the mail.
Right. But she blew up. She got a contract with a huge sauce company, and then she wouldn't shut the hell up. So her brand went in the toilet, and no matter how much she tried to revive it, at that point it was dead in the water.
Yeah,
So it's the same thing. Dumb
Gourmet
stuff blows up.
Dave's really dumped her.
Stuff blows up all the time. It's all about how you capitalize on it. And for her, she did a good job of capitalizing at first. And if she didn't know anything about it, then unfortunately she trusted the wrong people and it blew up in her face. And who knows what she's doing now, because she had quit her job like half a year.
She probably got it back.
I kind of doubt it. She's too high
She-
profile right now.
High
They're
profile
like, oh
stuff.
hell
Yeah.
no, we can't have you working here. We get the wrong idea.
It's not even that. She's just too high profile. There's too much, dirt on her.
Yep.
If people find out she's still working there, people are gonna try to show up at that factory. They're gonna try.
Oh
to
yeah, they'll
interview
be
her.
swatting her
They
or
don't want
whatever
that.
too, possibly.
Exactly.
I know
They don't want
swatting's a big
anyone.
thing.
That's gonna cost them money. That's gonna cost them time. It's gonna cause undue pain for their other employees. They don't want any of that. So I don't think she has her job back there. I feel like maybe she got a job online somewhere. That could be an
OnlyFans.
option right now.
Yeah, I mean, wait, hold on. Did she do OnlyFans?
No,
No.
no, not yet.
Oh,
At least
okay,
not yet.
okay. I was
Okay.
getting ready to go look it up.
Have you been looking?
No.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go look.
Okay, let me
Like, you
finish.
guys carry on. I'm gonna go look. I gotta do research real quick.
He's gonna go find that OnlyFans person I was talking about earlier. That was peeing on the produce.
Yeah,
Oh.
hey, I'm gonna go find P Girl.
So
I'm not
the
looking up Haley Walsh.
how did you even how do you even say her fucking coin? It was like the number, like the $sign hawk
No,
token.
So any type of cryptocurrency will always have that $sign in front of it.
Okay,
It's
so so it's just hawk.
Yeah,
See,
that's-
you can
that's
tell
the
how
Yeah.
knowledgeable I am
the
about crypto. So.
identifier.
Okay.
So for instance, Trump's coin is called $Trump.
Okay,
Yes,
well,
which
guys.
also was another rug pull. Everybody's rug pulling these days, baby.
Well, yeah, easy money.
Stay tuned for the death of kitten from the.
No, no. As you
That's
can.
a good idea. We'll call it Kitten Coin.
Ooh, there you go, kitten coin.
No, we're not, guys. We're not doing this.
It's better than Mitten Coin. Oh no, we'll do 2 rug pulls. We'll do Mitten Coin, then we'll do Kitten Coin.
Guys,
There we go.
watch. I end up
And then
making
we'll
a
rug pull,
coin.
and we'll take all of Death's money.
So
and run
someone's
away.
gonna do. Someone's gonna start one and call it that, and it's gonna get blamed on me. Let's see. Okay,
Don't worry, there's paperwork. We'll get CoffeeZilla involved. He'll do really good investigatory work. He'll clear your name. Don't worry. And then we'll just ride the fame of that whole scandal and people trying to pull you down but not getting pulled down.
Okay, so here's something I didn't know about her. She has a fanfics. And no, it's not what you think. It's not an adult website. before
I
anybody says
assume
anything.
I assumed fanfics
We
was
can
like
make an adult website.
where she
Slap the shit
like
out-
wrote her fan fiction about like I don't know what in the
Oh no, it's a website where people can make, I guess, kind of like new age blogs. In the case of this one, it looks like hers was for, and I'm quoting it, I'm providing you day to day support and dating advice. I respond to all messages to get to really know you. Make sure to subscribe because there's a whole lot of fun coming.
Dating
And
advice.
then it pretty much goes dead. Also, she charged $11 for her pictures. So I would assume it's all.
damn it. Sorry, I think I may have
Welch. Hawk token was $1 million $4 hours and lost. It cost millions. The Hawk token that where huge profit using over social media. Tuah, the dev over and selling reported. Schultz, a team member nicknamed Doc Hollywood, denied the allegations. Welch's last post. Okay, and I already read that. It seems Welch has quieted her presence until the investigation concludes. The only thing followers have heard from her came when she broke down in tears during an upcoming episode of her podcast, which leaked online in early February. And it would seem she's ready to talk about the ordeal for the first time. In the new podcast episode, she's joined by FaZe Clan's founder Banks, who comforts her as she breaks down in tears over the ordeal. However, the episode was soon deleted, and Banks hit out at Welch's team on X, raising suspicions about how the now deleted podcast made it online when he hadn't greenlit it. Welch has not yet publicly acknowledged the episode being leaked, and Indy 100 has contacted her reps for comment.
You know what's really sad about that?
What?
FaZe also did a rug pull with a charity for dying kids called Save the Kids.
I remember that one.
Oh,
And
that.
so that ties her to two people now who have done rug pulls. So it seemed a little less likely that she didn't know what was going on here.
Well, no, she could have just been. All these guys probably swooped in on her though. Could have, and just been like, this girl would be perfect for this.
Here's my thing: no matter how much you don't know about crypto coins, like you have to know that these rug pulls are a thing. Like they are literally all over the internet all the time.
Yep.
2 seconds on Google will tell you that these happen constantly.
Well, like that one kid not too long ago, he did 3 crypto coins like in a row, like I don't know, over the course of a few days. It made like $30,000, $20,000, and I think like $15,000 on the last one. And he just kept doing it. And like he wasn't like hiding his identity, or he just kept doing it. This kid wasn't even 18. Like he was like I think a 15-year-old kid. He made three different crypto coins over the course of a few days or like a week or something.
And I brought him up earlier. Jack Doherty, same thing. He did a coin like 3 times. Unfortunately for him, nobody likes him, so he didn't make any money. But that's besides the point.
That's the one that provokes people into wanting to fight him, but he has like a bodyguard that follows him around, or
Yeah, he's the
okay.
guy who's like 26, but he looks like he's 12.
Okay, yeah.
Long story short, just to let you know what happened, he crashed his McLaren not that long ago.
Yeah, I know, I saw that.
Right, so for those that don't know, he crashed his sports car. It's a McLaren, very fancy car, very expensive. He was driving like a dipshit, was on his phone, was driving in the rain, skidded, crashed into a guardrail. His cameraman and friend was actually pretty hurt in the crash, but all he was worried about was continuing to record so that he could make money. He then decided that, as always, he treated it as a joke. He decided he was going to release a coin, called it the McLaren coin, tried to do a rug pull. It failed because no one's stupid enough to get in bed with him because everybody hates him. He did this like 2 more times, same thing. He said, I'm going to be up all night, 24-hour stream. We're going to make a lot of money. We're all going to go to the moon. Again, everybody loves that phrase, to the moon. Nobody bought into his scam, and he ended up losing a bunch of money.
Well, what'd you expect?
I mean, he expected to make a lot. That's the thing.
I don't understand like how your average person. I mean, if you just are vaguely aware of the internet, like you said, you should know these are rug pull. Like they're like any new crypto bullshit or what do they call them, shit coins that come out. You know they're going to be rug pull. Like, why are people still like, oh man, I got to get in on it. Oh man, I want to make so much money, and then you lose all your fucking money, and then you just do it again.
It's a fallacy, is what it is.
What, a limp dick? Because that's what I think of whenever I think of a fallacy. I think of a limp penis.
That'd be a phallus, not a fallacy.
No.
A fallacy is the misbelief in something. So in this case, they see these people who are well off. They drive nice cars. They have big houses. They've been fans of them for most of these people have been fans for these guys for since we're like 12 or 13 years old. So they have this weird, like, social attachment.
Hero worship.
Right. Not even worship. They feel like they know these people. They feel like they trust these people. They've been with them for so long that they're like, oh, well, they would never lie to me. They treat them as though they're friends and family, but they're not. They're strangers on the internet, and they don't seem to realize that. So then these people say, hey, I can get some money off these 20 million people that still follow my YouTube. And then they did pull a rug pull. And this was really popular a couple years ago. It was new, so everybody was doing it. And at that point, it was like nobody knew what a rug pull was. So it made sense. Everybody was doing it. Everybody was getting away with it. Nowadays, that's my point. It makes no sense. But people still have this fallacy of they would never lie to me. Like, why would they lie to me? They're famous. They're rich. They don't need to make money off of me.
It's
And
because
they
people are dumb, so they still fall for it.
Right. So that's
I don't understand how you can be that dumb. Like I don't understand how, and unless you're like, I don't know, 12, 15-year-old kid that just believes what the fuck ever your hero tells you with like without question. But I mean, some of these people that are getting fucked over and like still believe in like, oh, crypto's the way of the future, which yeah, maybe like Bitcoin is, maybe. I think that's like the only one, like however that one's been done, still holds value. But the rest of them, well, there might be like 2 or 3 other ones that are also good. I don't know, but like the vast majority of them are still rug pulls. Like look at the one that the fucking president of what the Argentina or some fucking some South American country made his own crypto coin and then rug pulled some fucking people.
I mean, again, our president did it too, so it's like I said, it's just a thing.
Well, yeah, but like this one was another one where I don't think it was the president himself, but it was like somebody
like
that was
person.
well, no, the president actually did do it. Like he was I don't know if he created it, but like he was like telling everybody like, oh, this is the future, this is going to be the future of a currency of our country and like all that bullshit or something. And it was something literally very close to that. And who, I don't remember the person. It was a guy who was like very close to the president of, I don't know, like I said, Argentina, Brazil, something. I can't remember. But he actually also admitted, I believe, to CoffeeZilla again and incriminated himself during the crypto thing, like that he did for him. It wasn't the president though. It was honestly, the dude sounded American. Like he didn't even sound like he was from another. Like he was either Canadian or American. But I'm assuming he was an immigrant to that country, or if he's not an immigrant, then he was just like good buddies with the president of that country, and resides in either America or Canada, and convinced him that like, hey, this is a good call.
the word I was looking for earlier, by the way, was parasocial relationships. That's what they're creating with these famous people. So that's what's going on here. With a lot of the famous people, they have these parasocial relationships because they have watched them for so long. They are emotionally like invested in their lives. It's the reason why a lot of people's famous shows are popular. Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Coming soon is that Jake Paul In My Life TV show that's going to be airing. None of you knew that was happening. That's happening. Uh, Jersey Shore. You get these
Is
parasocial relationships with
Kardashian
famous people.
still a thing?
I believe it is. Yes, actually, it's still a thing.
I mean, I
Pretty sure
never
it's still
watched.
airing.
I'd
I
never
don't
seen
know.
even
I
a
don't watch it.
part of
I
an
don't.
episode of that show. I thought, like, I heard about it.
I
Somebody
don't know.
explained the premise to me like several years ago. And I'm like, that sounds stupid. Why would anyone watch that?
I don't
But I
even
guess people
want
do.
to Google it to see if they're still
A
around.
couple of my friends, and they were actually filming a show. And the interesting thing is that while the show was being filmed, they had these girls acting really dumb and being like, you know, those shirts that like have like the mermaid thing on them. They're very popular with tourists. They were like, "Oh, we should totally each get one. Then we can be mermaids at the beach." I'm in the corner off camera trying not to laugh my freaking ass off at how stupid they sound. Director goes, "That's perfect. Cut." They cut, and the girl comes up to me and goes, "I swear we're not this stupid. They make us act this way." She came up to me
Wow.
purposely to tell me she wasn't that stupid because I was laughing at how dumb they were.
Yeah, it was probably embarrassing. Like they were probably like, "Oh man, I can't believe like there's people here and we gotta say this shit." Yeah, I mean, Yeah, I can kind of see it. It's probably embarrassing to them.
Right, but that's my
So
point. It's
you
these
met a
these
celebrity.
these. Well, I wouldn't go that far. She's not a celebrity, but that's my point. These reality shows, they're total bullshit. They're not real. Like I would say maybe 10% of what you see is real.
Yeah.
The rest of it's not. Same thing with those we're gonna go ahead and go into this diner and we're gonna save it shows. They're totally fake. If you think about it for even a second, it makes no sense. They have these perfect quality microphones that nobody saw them set up, and they have audio in kitchens and other areas of the building. It makes no sense. If you know anything about how audio works, that's not at all how it fucking works.
Did they put it in the bathroom?
I hope not.
Man,
Hope
I hope
Taco
they do.
shits in there.
Oh my God,
I was,
Rog.
I was gonna say, man, I would have so much fun with just going into the bathroom and just like eat a bunch of like, I don't know, Taco Bell or something, and just go into the bathroom.
No,
Just blow out the mic.
Rog would go in there and
Also-
have a blumpkin.
Also,
What-
to throw this
Why,
in
you
on
coming
a
with me?
different topic.
No, 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 no.
Let's go on our OnlyFans then.
Oh. No blumpkin.
Also, also to throw this in for a separate topic, the two astronauts that have been stuck in space, Sonny and Butch, they're back on Earth now. They arrived yesterday after spending 286 days in space.
Oh, did
And
they
they only
fall in
look
love?
30 years older.
I
Well,
bet.
that's what happens when you're not on Earth and you don't get to get all the fun treatments and skin cares and hair dye coloring that you get on Earth.
I don't get any of that.
No,
But
in
you're also not in
actuality-
your 50s or 60s.
right. No, in actuality, the reason they look so bad is just because of that's the effect that zero G's have on people. Like
Oh yeah,
when you are-
definitely. There's also a difference. Also, you're gonna lose some of your muscle mass
Oh yeah.
while
no,
in space for that
You
long.
lose
yeah,
more
your
than
bone
some.
density actually goes down too.
So
It's
they
di-
are doing a whole I'm sure they're going through a whole bunch of tests saying
Hmm.
see what happened to their bodies while they were in space.
we
Did they
pretty much
fall in
know
love?
what
I heard
happened.
that
And
they
they're
might
gonna-
fall in love.
I don't
But
know.
you're right. They do have to go through a very comprehensive
Um,
health checkup because
Yep.
there's a lot of dangerous things that could have happened. They could have lost a severe amount of bone density,
Yep.
muscle mass.
They could have
Uh,
caught a xenovirus and brought it back to Earth.
And I'm
Taking
sure they're
it-
both gonna have to do some extensive physical therapy for a few months, at least a few months, just to build back up their muscle and their bone density in order to recuperate from being in space for so long.
Right. I mean, this is the first time that somebody's been up there for that long, but we do know the effects more or less of what happens to people and how to treat it. And it
Yeah.
is an extensive process after they come
But
back.
this
Wait,
is the
is this the long?
longest that we've had.
Right. It is the
Really? I thought
longest.
the Russians had a guy in space for like 300 and
Okay.
some days.
Rule number one about anything scientific: we don't trust the Russians. They're not exactly.
Well, I mean,
I
they
know.
were the first ones into space. You can't
Well,
deny
yes, but
that.
the reason why we don't trust them when it comes to scientific and medical
Because
things is they
Putin.
lied a lot, and they've
Yeah,
been
because
caught
Putin.
lying a lot. Same thing with China. They lie a lot about things that they see, things that they have experienced in space, and about the medical aspect of the stuff that's happened to their astronauts. They will cover things up
Well, I knew
specifically.
about the Russians. The very first Russian in space actually wasn't the first Russian in space. Some Italian. What the fuck was he? He was an Italian radio guy. Like he was super into radios. Like he just really liked playing with radios.
I thought you were gonna say
And he
Mario for a second.
no, he got not all Italians are plumbers. No, this guy actually was really good with radio. It was like in the late 50s, early 60s. I don't remember exactly when, but he actually heard some kind of a weird transmission. It was in Russian. It was a female, and she was talking about like re-entry and how it felt like she was on fire. And oh God, please make it stop! It burns, and then it cut out. And they think that it was a Russian cosmonaut making re-entry, the first one, but they weren't sure that that one was going to live because they didn't know too much about the rockets they were using. So they, um, yeah, the rocket burned up on re-entry. They think flying
Right.
over, Europe, but yeah,
And
just some. But I mean, that was just from some random Italian like civilian that just really liked playing with radios. Like he was super into just like how radios work. It was his hobby. So, like, I mean, maybe
Oh, hi,
he
Jack.
made all that up,
I
right?
mean,
Like,
maybe, but like I said, we know that the Russians have done that a lot. They've sent things to space and they've lied about the outcome of things. I mean, uh, they, I'll admit, they did do a lot of stuff to try and get people into space as well. They got the first animal into orbit on Earth.
yeah, it was a
Stop.
doggy.
Yep, like a Soviet dog that was launched into space. So, and the funny thing about that dog, by the way, is it's not like this dog was bred for it or anything. This was literally a stray dog that they just
Yeah,
pulled off
I
the streets
just
of
found it on
Moscow.
the street. They're like, "Yeah,
And they
you'll
said,
do."
"You go
The
into
dog,
space now. Goodbye."
the dog
Poor
was
dog.
bored. This fucking
Poor
dog was
dog.
bored and just like living its fucking life. Going to the dumpster every day to eat. And all of a sudden, he's in fucking space orbiting Earth.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
Somebody just opens a door and just yoinks him into the building. It's like you're going to space now. Bye.
That dog was born to be a national hero. God damn it! And he didn't know. God damn.
But yeah, we do know, and like I said, we do know that there were other spaceships sent up there. We're not privy to all the details because
Well, I mean, to be fair though, there's always been a lot of tension and propaganda between America and Russia. I mean, I feel like the truth lies somewhere in the middle, just like with most things that involve two heavily competing sides. I mean, we were the ones that the Americans and the Russians were leading the space race for decades. Actually, I think we were like the only ones in the space race, really, other than a few half-hearted attempts from other countries, like a few European ones and stuff. But I don't know. I feel like. I mean, if you guys are saying now that, like, yeah, it was these two astronauts, like, it's the longest.
yeah,
Well,
I mean,
it wasn't the longest overall, but it is one of the longer ones that we've had from like a U.S. astronaut.
Oh, okay.
So we,
I was
so like,
gonna,
so
because I
we.
mean, you can prove they could
Oh yeah,
prove
no,
that the
there other countries have
Russians.
sent people up for longer, but this is like
Yeah.
for like a U.S. one, so like they come back and we can do the studies ourselves.
and that's what I was saying. It's like we do have intel about people who've been up there for long periods of time. It's just we can't really trust 100% what's been told to us because it does come from other countries. And like I said, they're known to lie. You have
So are
things happen.
we.
I mean, yeah, we lie to other countries too. Kind of
No,
assholes about
we
it.
are totally transparent. What are you talking about?
But
This
that's my
America.
point. With a lot of these projects, we do try to keep a tight lip. You know, Russia for the longest time kept tight-lipped about a lot of the things that they did when it came to space travel. China, I don't know if you guys know about this, but
Yeah.
they
They're
actually had
already on the
very,
moon. That's why it's red.
you're an idiot. They have a unit called 731. This isn't related to space travel, but it's a similar
That was
aspect
the
to being.
Japanese 731 was Japanese, not
Was it
Chinese.
Japanese?
It was Japanese.
Maybe it was
yeah.
in China.
Well, they had like sites everywhere, but yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. And those guys made the fucking Nazis look almost like Boy Scouts.
You know what? You're right. It was Japan, but Unit 731 was stationed in China. That's what it was. So Unit 731, you can consider them basically the Chinese Nazis. They would pull, or not Chinese Nazis, Japanese Nazis. They would literally pull Chinese people from local villages and do inhumane experiments on them. Same kind of crap that the Nazis would do. And they did this to further their advancement in knowledge on illnesses and medicine and surgeries. And the very sad truth of the matter is that Unit 731, they never faced any repercussions. Why? Because all of the intel that
Paperclip, Project Paperclip.
all of that information, America bought it and said, we're not going to do anything about it. Fortunately and unfortunately,
Did the same thing
they
with the
didn't face
Nazis.
any repercussions for it. But fortunately, a lot of the stuff that they did do ended up causing a lot of breakthroughs in medicine and surgeries. So both good and bad, you know. Like I
Yeah,
said.
so did the Nazis. That was Operation Paperclip, is what you're talking about.
Yeah. So there's there's a lot of things out there where we either lie to each other's governments or we lie to the people. Same thing how we lie.
We
to the
lie to
people
each
about-
other.
Well, yeah, I mean, we lie to American citizens all the time. Look at the nukes. We didn't tell people that. Oh, by the way, a lot of the people that are working on these nukes.
Look at COVID.
To be fair, a lot of this stuff wasn't even really known at the time about radiation and what its long-term effects.
Yeah,
They
we used quite a
understood.
bit.
They understood
Yeah,
big
nuke 'em.
boom very strong, but like they didn't understand. Well, there was no way to know the long-term effects because nobody was exposed to it. It's like same thing with like transgender drugs today. Like everybody's well, you got a lot of people saying, "Oh no, trans drug, you can't give children transgender drug or I don't remember what the fuck they're called, the hormone treatments or whatever, because it'll fuck them up." And then you got other people saying, "No, it's not. It's not going to fuck them up." And then you got like people saying, "Well, we actually don't know what it's going to do. It's probably not good, but we don't have the long-term like research yet on it because it hasn't like they haven't really been doing this shit that long, so we don't have like the like in 20 years, you know, then we'll have more data." I think that's kind of like the same principle with the nuclear weapons. They didn't.
Kind of, but not really. Because with nuclear weapons, we've known what nukes and radiation can do to people since the 1900s, since the radium girls. So in terms to that, we had a good idea of what was going to happen. Sure, there was some surprises, like the shadow people. That wasn't expected, but we did have a good idea of what it was going to do. We just also
Well, they knew that. I mean, they wanted it for the power, not necessarily the radiation. Like they
Right,
wanted it
right.
for the explosive. The radiation is just a side effect. It's just a
Right.
byproduct of what they wanted it for.
We knew what it could do. We also underestimated exactly how much power it was going to have, which is one of the reasons that its creator basically said he regrets creating it. If you
Yeah,
guys have ever...
I think whenever he made that and the fucking thing, he said something about we're all bastards now or something like that.
Pretty much. He basically said, like, fuck us all, because we basically fuck the world now. But yes, he basically regretted that he did that. Because he said that now that that's out in the world, there's no taking it back. And they knew some of the things that it was going to do. They just really didn't expect it to be as bad as it eventually was.
I don't think they knew about like birth defects in future generation, like in Japan. people that were exposed to those bombs.
They had some
Their
idea that it was gonna do
children.
that.
Their children, but like even to this day though, children that were from those families that survived like those bombings and were exposed to those high amounts of radiation, like their generational shit, like that, their children still being born with like fucked up genetic issues from that radiation exposure. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe they did. I haven't actually like read up on like how much they knew, but like, what I'm saying is like we can make projections and theorize about anything related to science or related to anything really, socially or scientifically or like whatever. Like you can make projections, make estimates. You could take the knowledge that you already have and make like really good estimated guesses, but you're not actually going to know like the long-term effects of anything until after there's like been, I mean, this is going to sound really fucked up to say, but like a test group that has like either willingly or unwillingly had this done to them.
Right.
Like,
and like we tested nukes. We did. We never technically tested it on any living humans.
well, we
time.
didn't. We technically did test it until after we had it, though. Like like I said, I think radiation was very misunderstood at the time. The power of the bomb was not like they knew what the power could do. Like they knew.
Right. Yeah.
The
they
blast,
did blow up some
like,
of those bombs
yeah.
on islands. So they
Yeah,
knew
they glassed them. Fucking.
pretty much. Yeah, they erased them from Earth. So they had a good idea of the power and that kind of thing.
But
they also had a good idea
they-
of where the radiation was going to reach.
Yeah,
But I think you are
that's-
right. They didn't know that it was going to still affect people so many centuries later, or not centuries, decades.
Yeah, decades. Yeah, well, almost a century. I mean, we're coming up on a century soon. Like another
Oh,
20
shit,
years,
we
it'll
are.
be a century. So, and I mean, I'm sure that there's in 20 years, there's still going to be children in Japan being born with birth defects and like you know, problems with, I don't know, their fucking lungs or whatever. Not good shit, and it's going to be because of the, you know, multi-generational, all the shit that their great-great-grandparents went through. I mean, but at the same time, though, we know what nuclear weapons do now. I mean, we knew that they were going to make a big boom, but we didn't know the long-term shit. I mean, I know you said that, you know, you kind of agree with me on that front, but you also say that, you know, you feel like we knew more about radiation than maybe I think we did. I mean, yeah, the radium girls, you're right. I know about them. And I know about, like, how they would, like, lick the little paintbrush whenever they were painting the, I don't remember what the fuck the element was, but they were putting it on glow-in-the-dark watches, right?
Right.
They would
by the
use, like,
way,
those-
It's literally called radium. That's why they're called the radium girls.
I thought it was, okay. Well, yeah, I guess you're right. No, I thought it was something else. I thought it was,
Yeah, but yes, so they thought it was all fun and games. They would like paint their nails with it because it glowed in the dark. They thought it was cool. And
Yeah.
They were told that it wouldn't hurt them or damage them in any way. Unfortunately, yes, as we later found out, it caused them severe damage. They
Now, I want to
basically
say that
died.
I remember them talking about they thought it could be harmful, but they didn't tell them that.
There are sources that say that they knew some danger. They just didn't know how dangerous.
But yeah.
And
Well,
then, of course-
the early 40s was very. I mean, dude, they used to think at the time that lead was like the best metal to do shit.
Right.
We make
I mean,
toys out of it. We can eat out of it. We can make like fucking like teacups out of it. You know, it's fine. It's safe. The
Lead and
fucking
asbestos.
Romans, the Romans had figured out that lead was not good.
Yep, lead and asbestos.
Okay,
I
guys.
mean, well, yeah, asbestos too, but
This is really interesting, but we're 20 minutes over. I have to go.
Oh. Okay, sorry. Well, good night, everyone. We'll have to have, we'll have
And
to
if
have
anybody's
Manny on
curious,
board.
Yes,
stop
Manny-
talking about
Manny
the
needs
hot
to.
tub girl because there wasn't that much else to say about her.
Oh, yeah, there was nothing.
The only other thing I think we didn't mention was her dating, not dating advice application that she released with some famous person, but nothing to say about that. It literally
Did
released
she-
the app right
I
before
also
she
found
fell
this.
into trouble.
I also found this last little detail. She told people, stop asking me for OnlyFans. That she said that publicly, I guess, in an interview. So-
Well, yeah, of course I would think that she
she
would
was-
have one. I bet that's where she goes next, though. She
No,
she
no,
she
it's
she
never gonna happen. I read the whole thing.
she
It's
she
never
she,
gonna happen.
she
Stop
might
asking.
she might not do anything sexual on it, but I could see her
Here's
doing
the
it just
thing.
for money.
You know how many internet girls have said it's never happening? I'm never gonna do it.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
true.
10 years later, their fame is waning. They're not making any money. But they come out and they do it.
Well,
Then next thing you know, they got a 2 liter up their pussy on OnlyFans. Yeah.
well, she or her star, but you got to think it in. You got to put it in her shoes, like, or be in her shoes, like with her face and her, albeit short-lived fame, and how it crashed and burned. She can't really go anywhere. So she can't put her face on anything. She can't go and work at McDonald's because someone's gonna be like, "Hey, she works here."
She definitely can somewhere down the line. There's a lot of famous people, by the way, who have dropped off and are now working normal jobs.
Oh, okay, yeah, maybe.
I mean, yeah, she could always go be a stripper. I mean,
She.
strip clubs would probably love to have her there. Like, oh yeah, let's come on in. Let's
That's
go.
true.
Fuck it.
Like that cop who got arrested for having sex with her whole department.
The whole. Oh my
I
god.
remember her. Yeah,
Well, that wasn't that long ago.
that was like last summer.
Anyways,
like
before we
forever ago.
drag off another tangent, we should probably end it.
Yeah, we're good at this.
Good night, everyone.
Because we're
Thank
really
you
good
for
at doing the
coming and
Midwestern
listening.
goodbye. We just
Okay,
keep talking.
so if you want to hear the rest of these conversations, join our Discord. It's in the chat. We have great conversations, play a lot of great games, a lot of different games. You might hear Wolf make those sounds in games
I'm gonna play Warcraft at some point.
Hey, I've only made that sound once.
so far.
In the famous words of Animaniacs. Good
Oh,
night,
heck no.
everybody.
Good night, everybody. Let's see you on Sunday.
Good night.